Hello. I just want to share a few things before we begin this meditation. I just put on a video before this called What is an Emotional Energy Release Meditation? So if you'd like to know more about it, before we begin, you can listen to that video first. If not, just a few things. One, this is about bringing up your emotions and stuff. So obviously, you control this meditation. This is for you. You control it for yourself. So obviously, if this is something you don't want to do or you feel uncomfortable with, turn it off, go to another video. Perfectly fine. Two, this is not meant to replace, obviously, any kind of mental health services or spiritual or religious practices that you may have. All this is a coaching tool for resolving blocked emotions. That's all it is. If you were to make any kind of decisions in changing any of those other services that you're getting or supports that you're getting, please talk to your professionals and the people in those support services. And finally, if you feel you've had an emotional shift inside after doing this, at the end of the video, the meditation, it explains, how do I know if I've had an emotional shift? If you feel you've had one, there's a video after this meditation called If You Feel You've Had an Emotional Shift. And so you might want to look at that later. Okay, so let's begin the meditation. Hello. So for this week's emotional energy release meditation, we're going to focus on the emotions of abandonment, esteem issues, and loss. And if you're thinking that these are somewhat different kinds of emotions, it's because what we resolve in these meditations are core emotions. And so luckily, there's only 4 core emotions. And so when I work with someone, every single emotional block they have always filters into one of these 4. And the 4 core emotions are self-loathing, the energy of not liking yourself, the energy of not being enough, the energy of feeling that you're unlovable, or maybe feeling bad about abandonment stems from this kind of energy. And so I invite you, when you do these meditations, to dig deep. Initially, when you hear things like self-loathing, you might have a thought like, I don't have that. But if you have abandonment issues, esteem issues, feeling unlovable, it does point to that. And so my suggestion is go to the core root. I've had videos about this. When you get to the core root and you dissolve that or resolve that, then that takes care of a lot of the anxieties and the other behaviors in your life. Okay, so self-loathing, or the energy of not liking yourself. Another core emotion is the despair that life may be meaningless, that you work hard in your life and put your energy and time into something and it can change or be taken away, and what's the use? Overwhelming sadness is another one, from unresolved grief or loss. And the last one is simply the unresolved emotional suffering from past pains and victimization, sort of like the energy of a child crying. So all the times emotions like that might have been pushed down. So those 4. So every time somebody comes to me with an emotion, I filter it down to one of those 4. So it sounds like self-loathing, or the energy of not liking yourself, and loss. And so it's resolved the same way. We're going to bring up that deep meditative inner peace that's within everyone. That's basically simply the peaceful presence of universal energy that's all around us. That's what that is. And then that is going to help us to resolve these core emotions. Okay? And so what we're actually getting rid of is not the core emotions. We're resolving those inside ourselves. What's being dispelled is all of those anxious, controlling, depressing, neurotic behaviors that are designed to keep you from feeling any of this stuff, these core emotions. That's what's dispelled. So if this is effective, you'll feel this deep inner peace without all those rambling thoughts, especially in the face of a trigger, especially in the face of your trigger. Okay, so, and that we will use as sort of like a test, a litmus test. So what I want you to do, if you're listening to this video, is bring up the issue, the recurring topic that's causing a really bad problem for you in your mind. Bring it up in your head right now. And again, it's the topics that we're choosing is abandonment, esteem issues, and loss. So bring that topic up. And be very specific about what the trigger is. What happens? Is it always when you talk to someone this happens? When you think about a certain thing, that's when you feel this? Because we're going to come back to that and see how effective this work is. Now, the effectiveness of this work is really all based on your engagement with it, like I've said in other videos. So if there's any doubt, skepticism, even defensiveness, possibly, feeling not safe about this and not trusting it, it's not going to be as effective for you. So this really works when you're open, vulnerable, and trusting and feel safe. So just put those doubts, skepticisms, defensiveness to the side, just for right now, for this video, for this like 20-minute video, okay? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to relax our bodies by focusing on our breath, because it's easier to access the peaceful, meditative inner peace when your bodies are relaxed. It's not quite the same thing as the deep meditative inner peace, but it's easier to access when your body's relaxed. So focus on your breath. Shift your attention from your thoughts and feelings to your breath. Notice how your body has its own natural rhythms. And then from there, elongate the exhalation breath for as long as you can comfortably. So you shouldn't be gasping or gulping for air on the exhale. Because elongating the exhalation breath slows the heart rate down, relaxes the body, and helps regulate your anxiety. And on each exhalation breath, you can feel your body relaxing. Then from there, bring up the topic again that you'd like to do this work around, the specific trigger in your head. What triggers that emotion? To the point where you feel that anxiety. And ask yourself, where in the body do I feel this? Unresolved core emotions are stored physically in the body. So just ask yourself, where are they? My shoulders, back of my neck. One person once said my throat seizes up. Another lady said I have a headache when I get this way. It could be in several places. And just notice that. Keep the breath nice and slow. And then from there, just focus on draining any tension from the body. Imagine that with every exhalation breath, you're breathing out stress and tension and breathing in peace. Okay. So now we're going to access the peaceful presence of universal energy, or that deep meditative inner peace that's within all of us. If you're having a problem with this, I suggest you stop this video for as many times as you need to give yourself some time to access this. Or you can even try other videos that I've made that's all about accessing this inner peace. And like I said, all this inner peace it's not religious, spiritual, mystical, voodoo thing. All it is the energy of the universe, the peaceful presence of universal energy that we learned when we were children makes up all the atoms and molecules, and those atoms and molecules make up all the gases, solids, and liquids in the universe. So it makes up me and you, your phone, your car, the planet, the galaxy, the stars, everything. It's all the same energy, okay? It's the energy that makes all of this exist. All of us exist. If you couldn't sense it, you wouldn't be existing. Okay, so the easiest way I know to access it is to do the opposite. Mentally, not physically, mentally, try not existing right now. Really make an effort. And you can't, because as soon as you try not existing mentally, you come face to face with the presence, the energetic presence of your own existence. And in the human body, it feels like this still, silent, peaceful presence. That when you close your eyes, you feel it in your heart and in your consciousness. But also when you relax your focus, you sense that it is felt on the outside of the body too. That it is in the room with you. It's all over. Because it is universal energy that makes up the atmosphere and makes up your body. So you'll feel it in both places. And so it's basically like this vast ocean of energy around you, right? That you really can't sense where the outer boundary is. If you were outside looking up at the heavens, I guarantee you, you would never sense an ending to this because it is infinite like the universe. And so it's like we're in this vast ocean of universal energy, and you are in a singular location in it. Get a sense of it? Again, stop this video and try out other videos that I've made if you're having a problem with this. But again, it's just this still, silent, peaceful presence. And for some of you, it may feel very thin. Others of you, you may have felt this before in yoga, meditation, prayer, nature, in a lot of different ways. But just to enhance our connection with it, once you put your attention there, ask yourself, will this peaceful presence of energy ever end? Now, the mind may say, it never ends, it's eternal. And intellectually, that is the correct answer, but we're not looking for an intellectual answer here. It will not help you. We're looking for an experienced answer. So just ask the question again. Will this peaceful presence ever end? And check. And just by putting more of your attention there, your connection with it is enhanced in the body, yes? Get a sense of it? So again, it's like this vast ocean of universal energy all around you. So using that analogy of the ocean, go deeper into it. Go into the ocean. Pretend that you can breathe underneath this ocean and you'll be fine. And go into this ocean of energy. And so it's surrounding you all over and even above your head. Go deeper into this ocean. Go deeper into your consciousness. And just like the ocean, the deeper you go, the more you feel its strength. And you just go deeper by simply immersing more of your attention in it. Get a sense of it? That it feels stronger around you? Now go deeper. Go deeper into this ocean. Go deeper into this consciousness. Go deeper into yourself. So now, using the analogy of the ocean, again, we're going into the darker parts of the ocean. The more recesses of your mind, of your consciousness, and maybe your mind is scared to go there because it's dark and there's feelings in there that it's scared of looking at. But just remember, just like the ocean, the deeper you go into it, the peaceful presence and its strength is always there with you, right? So just immerse more of your attention in it and go deeper. So now you really feel its strength inside you and all around you, yes? Okay. And from this place, whatever the emotional issue is, like I said, pick one of those 4 core emotions If it's abandonment, unlovable, not enough, that points to self-loathing. If it's loss and grief, that points to overwhelming sadness of unresolved loss and grief. If it's this kind of despair or depression, it's more based on this energy that life is meaningless. If it's unresolved emotional pain from the past or from pushing things down, one of those four. So pick one, like the self-loathing, like the loss, and go as deep as you can. Again, the effectiveness of this work is based on your willingness to go deep into your emotions and bring it up and allow it in the body. So relax your focus. And so you are feeling this emotion in the body, but you're feeling this presence of peace all around you, like the ocean of peace all around you, right? So notice that first, that you can feel two seemingly opposite feelings at the same time. Peace and self-loathing. Peace and grief. Get a sense of it? Just relax your focus. So it'll feel like the peace is this ocean all around you, but the other emotion is like a singular wave coming out of the ocean in a location, a singular location in your body. Get a sense of it? And so without any agenda to change this emotion, to do therapy on it, to do affirmations on it, to make yourself feel better, simply allow this emotion in the body. If you really want to get at the core of it, of this emotion, ask yourself, when was the first time I ever felt this? This energy of not enoughness, this energy of self-loathing or being unlovable, being abandoned. When was the first time I ever felt this? Or this kind of grief and loss? Because that's the first time your mind said to itself, I never want to feel this again, and pushed it down and came up with all of these ways to avoid it over the course of your life. And it went unresolved. So when you bring up that memory of the first time you felt it, it may be a little bit more vivid in your body, yes? So just put the visuals of the memory to the side, just focus on the emotions in your heart. And again, without any agenda to change this emotion, to do therapy on it, to make yourself feel better, to turn it into something positive, simply allow it and embrace it into the body. Let it be in the body and do in the body whatever it's going to do for however long it's going to do it. Now, if you feel the emotions are too strong and you're concerned about what your body's going to do, if you feel this emotion all the way, then don't do it all the way. Do it in little bits and parts. But it is important that you see how the peaceful presence of universal energy that some have called the peace of God, Buddha nature, Christ consciousness, we just call it the peaceful presence of universal energy to be non-secular. But you need to see how that can help to resolve this. So just bring it up the best you can and allow it in the body to be in the body and do in the body whatever it's going to do for however long it needs to be there. Always keep your focus that you can feel the peaceful presence of universal energy around you and inside you. That this other emotion is there. So it's your job to simply be courageous and brave and open and willing to use that body to feel this feeling. And then universal energy, or God, does the rest. I would say even, like I said, embrace this feeling into the body. We have no problems embracing feelings of peace, love, and joy, but we have problems embracing these emotions. So all of these unresolved core emotions are like little versions of yourself inside yourself, and all they wanted was to be acknowledged and embraced. Just embrace it now. Feeling the peaceful presence of the universal energy as your strength. Let it be in the body and embrace it there. Sometimes people report other things are coming up now. Maybe another sadness, maybe another pain. It's because you're allowing things now. You're opening, this part of you up, and other emotions may come up. You just do the same thing though. Be courageous and open and vulnerable to feeling it, and allow those emotions in the body. Okay? You are not actually deciding which emotions are coming up. Your intuition is, which is your direct connection with God or the universe. So that is what's deciding what's coming up, what needs to be healed right now and resolved. So you may have other emotions coming up, maybe not. No expectations. We just do the same thing. And so we're not, in the end, getting rid of this emotion, avoiding it, cutting it out. We are integrating it into the system, just like a wave going back down into the ocean. The water of it's still there, but now it's become part of the whole. So just relax any resistance in your body. Sometimes people say, I can feel it in my body, but now my throat is closing up, or my muscles are clenched in my back and stuff like that, or I'm getting it, in my head, I can feel it. Just relax those areas of the body. Wherever you feel there's any tension to feeling this physically, relax those areas with this loving peace. Keep the breath nice and slow. And if you really want to resolve this core energy and emotion, bring up the topic again, the problem, the vision of it. And bring up in your head the vision of the worst case scenario of that problem. What is the worst case scenario of that problem? The vision of it. And do the same thing. Put that image together with the peaceful presence and allow it in the body. Embrace this image into your system. We have no problems embracing images of finding the love of your life or winning the lottery. We have problems embracing these images. So get in touch with that part of yourself that embraces all. And that's the peaceful presence that's deep within you, that you're feeling now. And you just do the same thing. Put everything together. Allow everything, and the peaceful presence of universal energy or God does the rest. God will take this from you and release it, but only after you feel it and allow it fully. Get a sense of it? So you know this is being integrated into your system. When you're in a totally open, allowing, vulnerable, courageous state, feelings and thoughts may be coming up. More focus on the feelings, put the thoughts to the side. Your body's nice and relaxed. Your breath is nice and slow. And you know things are really being integrated when your mind has become quiet, calm, and empty around this topic. Get a sense of it? Just stay there for a bit longer. Now, to test the effectiveness of it, stay in the peace, abide in the peace, and bring up the original image again of the problem. But now you're looking at it from the point of view of the peaceful presence. Go back to your anxious mind, you'll probably feel anxiety again. Stay in the peace. And now in your head, look at the problem. And from the point of view of the peaceful presence, with that problem, what comes up for you now? if there's still tension for you when you bring it up, all that means is that I haven't given you enough time to resolve these energies. So you just do the same thing. Ask yourself, when you feel this tension or you get triggered, which one of the 4 core emotions is it pointing to? The self-loathing, life is meaningless, overwhelming sadness, the unresolved pain of victimization, one of those 4. Bring up the peaceful presence, the inner peace that's inside of you, the peaceful presence of universal energy, and allow it. The feelings and any images. So this is not just a meditation session. This is a tool, a coaching tool. And when you use this regularly, and you are courageous about feeling all of your feelings, don't shy away from your feelings. Eventually, this peace that you may be feeling now will grow over the coming weeks, months, and years as God or the universe takes all of these blocked core emotions from you, and you will see the effect in your life. Thank you.